The Africa Cup of Nations 2025 has been one of the most spectacular. Goals, passion, drama. Prime African football at its very best. A true celebration of culture, tradition, and history. From packed stadiums in Morocco to millions watching across the globe, the AFCON 2025 reminds the world why African football is raw, emotional, and alive.
Because here, we play different.
But as with every great tournament, not all headlines were about football. One moment in particular, just a few seconds long, sparked outrage in Africa, ignited global debate online, and raised serious questions about respect, history, and responsibility. This is the story of the African superfan and the controversy that went far beyond the pitch. It's AFCON 2025, hosted by Morocco, a tournament that delivered elite football, high-scoring games, tactical battles, stunning individual performances, electrifying fan culture. African football was on full display, competitive, proud, growing in global stature. But AFCON has always been more than just football. It is history, identity, and it is emotional. And when those elements are mishandled, the backlash is inevitable. The knockout stages of the tournament saw African two powerhouses in football come face-to-face in a tense, tightly contested match. Algeria faced DR Congo. After extra time, Algeria emerged victorious through a goal scored by Abil Bolbina, eliminating DR Congo from the tournament. Relief for the Algerian fans, heartbreak for the Congolese supporters. But what followed next shifted the attention away from the result and onto one individual. The Algerian forward Mohamed Amoura was seen imitating the pose of the Congolese most famous superfan, Michele Kuka Mboladinga. What some may have looked at harmless celebration quickly turned into a continent-wide controversy. Michele Kuka Mboladinga is not an ordinary football fan. He's a Congolese super supporter who has attended DR Congo matches since 2013 with one unforgettable ritual. He stands completely motionless throughout matches. We are talking about 45 to 50 minutes at a time, arms positioned like the iconic Patrice Lumumba statue in Kinshasa. No dancing, no jumping, no celebrations, even when DR Congo scores. This posture is deliberate. Patrice Lumumba was DR Congo's first prime minister and central figure in Africa's independence struggle. His image symbolizes resilience, dignity, and African self-determination. Michele's pose is not comedy. It's remembrance, protest, identity for Patrice Lumumba, a man that fought so hard for Congo's freedom from the grips of colonialism and paid with his life. Because of this, fans nicknamed him the Statue Fan, also calling him the grandson of Patrice Lumumba. At the AFCON 2025, he stood out most. Broadcasters captured him, internet and social media embraced him. Africa respected him. His message was full, loud, and clear. When Mohamed Amoura imitated Michele's pose after the DR Congo's elimination, many Africans felt a line had been crossed. This wasn't just random celebration, it was mockery, or even racism, mimicking a symbol to African history and liberation. Patrice Lumumba was assassinated in 1961 during the Cold War. The assassination was crafted by Belgium, the UK, and the US, a painful chapter in African history that still resonates today. When Mohamed Amoura imitated Michele's pose after DR Congo's elimination, many Africans felt a line had been crossed. This wasn't just random celebration, it was mockery and mimicking a symbol to African history and liberation. The mockery may have been inadvertent, but the backlash was immediate. The African fans condemned the gesture. Football analysts across the globe criticized the lack of awareness. Social media erupted. The Algerian Football Federation issued an immediate apology acknowledging the offense caused and attempting to defuse the situation. No evidence the act was political insult, but ignorance of context does not erase the impact. At the final whistle, cameras zoomed in on Michele Kuka, overwhelmed with emotions. Broken, he collapsed into the crowd. A man who had stood still for years, unshaken by goals, finally broke. That image stuck in the minds of millions. It reminded the world that African fans don't just watch football, they live it. The 2025 edition of the AFCON taught us a powerful lesson. Football does not exist in vacuum. Players are not just athletes, they are ambassadors. Fans are not props, they are the soul of the game. And history is not a joke, it's the foundation. Michele Kuka Mboladinga came at AFCON with no contract, no fame, and no money. Yet he walked away with Africa's respect. Mohamed Amoura came as a professional footballer and on the biggest stage. And in one moment, remind us how quickly respect came to be lost. African football continues to grow, and as it does, one thing remains sacred: respect for the game, the fans, and the history that made the AFCON possible. What's your take on this? What do you think of Mohamed Amoura's actions? In the comment section below, you can let us know. Have your say. Was it just a celebration? Was it a mockery? Was it anything close to racism? Or it was just ignorance? Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching until this end. Continue liking and subscribing. My name is Francis. Cheers! Catch you up in the next video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.